Yo, what's going on, guys? Happy Monday. We got a lot to talk about. We gonna get to the Stephen A. Smith versus LeBron stuff. I'm not using that first though, because I don't. That's gonna be a long-winded rant, right? So we're gonna start off with some actual football that's actually being played right now. What is it? UFL football, right? Um, if you don't know, the XFL and I can't remember the name of their league. I'll put their logo on the screen, but the XFL and the other league, the two summer leagues or the two spring leagues, merged together and they called the league the USFL, right? Or the UFL, right? United Football League. And so my team, the Battlehawks, I should have had my Battlehawks hat on, but um, they played. They were the opening game, rightfully so. And they absolutely gave it to the Houston Roughnecks. I think it was 31-0. We got a mobile quarterback for the first time in St. Louis. There's never. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Other than I think his name was Thomas something in the preseason one year for the Rams. Other than that, the city of St. Louis has never seen a mobile quarterback. I mean, we're talking we had Mark Bulger, then what is his name? Kurt Warner, obviously, and then Sam Bradford. None of these guys are particularly mobile, right? So to see a mobile quarterback with St. Louis across his chest is like, whoa, right? So but that was dope. That was dope. I don't know enough about the league to cover it in depth like that, but you definitely gonna get Battlehawks updates from me because that's my UFL team. So yeah, shout out to the Battlehawks. Shout out to the Battlehawks. Asante Samuels versus Dion. So Asante Samuels, cornerback for the Patriots, former quarterback for the cornerback for the Patriots, went online. It was talking about he put his numbers next to Prime's numbers, and was like, "See, we got the same numbers. I'm just as good as Prime," and da 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 da. Right? And everybody in the NFL and the football community collective looked at him and said, "Nigga, no." Like everybody in the community was like, "No, Asante, you were not." And I'm just gonna give my 2 cents on it to just clear out the argument. Dion literally, and Shannon said this way more eloquently than I can say it. Dion shifted the balance of power in the 90s. He went from the Cowboys, won a championship there. Then, no, he was at the 49ers first, then went to the Cowboys. And he was the reason that both teams won. Dude invented a position. We were not looking at corners like we were looking at corners until Dion. Like, come on, let's be for real. Dion was Travis Hunter before Travis Hunter at a much bigger level. Like, let's not do this. Dion literally told the team that was going to draft him, "I don't know why y'all even interviewing me. I'm not gonna be there when y'all draft me," and he was right. Like so, Asante is not a bad corner by any stretch of the imagination. But when you think of that era, do you think of Asante Samuels? No, you think of Champ Bailey. You think of Revis Island. Um, hell, Charles Woodson was a little older at the time, but Charles Woodson, like these are top preem corners. Hell, Richard Sherman. I think Richard Sherman and Sante are more or less on the same level. I don't know why he thinks that we were going to co-sign with him. Like that was so funny to me. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your top 10 list for your top 10 corners because I just thought that was funny. Ravens re-signed Harbaugh to a 3-year deal. Excuse me. I said this on Facebook. I shared it on Facebook and I shared it on my Instagram page. My Instagram page will be in the description. Baltimore enjoys being mediocre and hoping Lamar saves them. The reason they lost in the playoffs this season is because Lamar made one mistake and it totally threw off the whole team and they were not able to recover from that mistake. Every other quarterback in the league gets to make mistakes. But this guy can't make mistakes, right? He makes one mistake. Well, two, considering the fumble. He made 2 mistakes. And ultimately that cost him the game because I forgot the brother name. Number 89 for Baltimore. His name is Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews dropped the pass on the goal line that would have tied the game up. I curled in a ball for like 5 minutes after that because there's like no way that Lamar just led this spectacular Hall of Fame MVP type drive only for you to drop the ball while you were trying to be Devontae Smith on another pass and fumbled it. And I think what's going to happen is they're going to keep Mark Andrews and they're going to let our guy go. I'm sorry, guys. I'm spacing. They're going to let our guy go, the other tight end. His name will be up on the screen. I'm completely spacing. And then we're going to wonder why we're mediocre, right? I'm not going to tell you guys my pick for next season, but I have a whole lot to say about Baltimore going into next season. We'll handle that sometime after the draft and when the schedule comes out. This should frustrate a lot of Baltimore players, but it seems like they love him. I don't understand. His poor game management has been noted, and just absolute brain farts. And even like looking at the numbers and going into depth, even the Super Bowl they won, the Kaepernick Super Bowl when they or Michael Crabtree that people thought it should have been a holding. Even when they won that Super Bowl, they gave up like a 20-point lead. So even the Super Bowl Harbaugh won has some stuff to it. Now, I know that Super Bowl got some conspiracy theories, the lights went out and blah, 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 right? But who's to say that still don't happen? Because this is a Harbaugh team, right? Lamar Jackson has to play perfect football from August to February in order for this team to win. In order for this team to win the Super Bowl. And that's what I'm just leave it at that because nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change with this team. I'll get more into that when the schedule comes out and we get closer to the NFL season. So the final Titans. We're going to do the Titans first. So the Titans have the number one pick, right? And most scouts are leading to the fact that they might draft a quarterback. As the Black Quarterback Series, I want to say, please no. Like, it's nothing against the Titans fans or the city or nothing. I don't want you guys to ruin another black quarterback. Ever since Warren Moon and Steve McNair, you guys have ruined black quarterback. Marcus Mariota, Malik Willis, Vince Young, I think something Mettenberger, and the list goes on and on. But specifically, the last three, Vince Young, Malik Willis, and Marcus Mariota. So Vince Young came into a team with Jeff Fisher, who just didn't believe in the type of style that Vince Young had. And so Vince Young's career never really got off the ground, and it was kind of BS after that, right? Marcus Mariota is not a bust, but I don't think Marcus Mariota had the infrastructure to be as good as he is. And then Malik Willis, I just don't think Malik Willis, again, the same thing as Marcus Mariota, I don't think their infrastructure was there because Mike Vrabel is a defensive coach. And, you know, defensive coaches don't believe in any offensive innovation ever in human history, right? So, with those being said, why would it change in 2025? You have Shedeur Sanders, who's more of a pocket guy, but he also can move a little bit. But I don't think he's talented enough to lift the Titans to where they want to go, right? And Cam Ward, who's a little, I don't think he's small, but his stature is smaller. And I haven't got into the draft, the deep dives for the draft yet. But I don't think he's going to be what they think they want him to be, right? Specifically because what is in Tennessee? What's in Tennessee that you like, oh my God, I believe in what they're building down there. I just don't believe that Tennessee is going to get this right. So I think they should go ahead and draft, I think it's in Jigba, the defensive guy, the best defensive player on the board. Draft him and keep it moving. Selfishly, I don't want to watch Tennessee Titans games. So selfishly, I don't want neither one of them there. But if you look at the history, there's also a reason why I don't think Cam or Shedeur should go there. I just don't think it's a good place for quarterbacks. But I think they're going to take Cam Ward number one. If Dion approves it. Now Dion did come out, you know, going back to Prime, Dion did come out and say that he's not going to interfere with who drafts him. In his words, he's going to let God take him wherever they think they should take him, right? I use air quotes because he also said, God told me to leave Jackson State, even though they gave him buku dollars to leave Jackson State and go to Colorado. But yeah, but yeah. So wherever Dion approves that his son's going to go, that's probably where he's going to go. Don't let Dion tell you that he not dealing with that, because I don't believe that not one bit. If Peyton Manning can do it, or if Archie can do it for Peyton and Eli, he can do it for Shador. You know what I mean? So, but and so the last topic of Monday's video, Stephen A. Smith versus LeBron James. This a lot of this is opinion based because obviously, but like when you talk about a man's son and you talk about him in the fashion that Stephen A. talked about his son, which was extremely nasty, right? You don't get reverence to be like, well, let me hear what you got to say, right? If you'd have just covered Bronny the way Bronny was supposed to be covered, and not all the ulterior motive stuff because you don't like LeBron, because LeBron don't give you access to him, because that's what this is about. This is about LeBron not giving you access to him, right? And now the shots at Wendy, that was kind of messed up, but I can get it. It's like when you was in high school and you nice to somebody and all of a sudden they act like y'all best friends, like, bro, we cool. That's kind of what Wendy was to LeBron, right? Shout out to Nick Wright though. Nick Wright got to shake hands with Brian and hug him on the sideline like that. Look, we living through you, bro. But Stephen A is a clown. He's absolute clown. The fact he's still on TV is, yeah. ESPN as a whole is falling apart, but the whole thing has just been milked up. It's just milked for all it's worth. And so people are like, why LeBron didn't go on Shannon Sharp's show? Why he didn't go on no black platforms? Da 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 da. He went on ESPN because one, Pat McAfee is in Indiana, and it was close to the game that he's about to play. And two, it was a strategic move to stick it to Stephen A. I can go on your TV network that you act like you own, and not go to you. It was a strategic. It was petty. It was petty king. I love it, but to be like LeBron should have went on some lesser platform just cause. Well, LeBron has been very in the community. Let's not sit here and act like now LeBron got his shortcomings. I'm not going to sit here and act like LeBron have shortcomings, but to be like he should have went on a platform that looked like ours when he literally has platforms that he made that look like ours. It's like, come on, man. These are strategic moves he doing right here. But LeBron's going to win this in the end. And he went on Pat McAfee and explained everything. He explained everything, why he did, what he said, what he said, blah, 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 right? This just made Stephen A. look like more of an absolute clown than he already was. And it's not going to stop. ESPN gave him $100 million, so he going to keep monkey dancing, to use that phrase lightly. Like, it's not going to change. He's just going to move on to the next athlete, right? His dream scenario is if Lamar would do something like this, so he can have NFL stuff to talk about. But it is what it is. Lamar's smarter than that, but yeah. So that's pretty much it. It was a long week. I could say a lot more on that topic, but I want to be monetized one day, so I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking. So as far as that, but let me know what you guys think. Don't be worried about Stephen A. Smith. I know some of y'all are going to agree with him because y'all hate Brian. But let me know what you guys think. I will talk to y'all Wednesday. Peace.